Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode in the Gotta Cast 'Em All series, the series in which I try to cast every single game of Starcraft 2 that I can get my hands on in an attempt to get better at casting. So, once again, if you've seen the last video that I posted, we are taking a look at the AlphaStar replays and spawning into the top left corner of Catalyst, we have our red Protoss player, Liquid TLO. And in the bottom right corner, we have our brand new robot overlords. Everybody bow down to the blue Protoss, known as AlphaStar. So if you're new around here, AlphaStar is an AI that's being trained to play StarCraft 2. It's part of Google's DeepMind AI project, and I'll leave a link down in the description where you can find out some more about that. It's really, really interesting. It's a lot of information, a lot of stuff about AIs and everything. I don't really get all of it, but it's cool to see, especially watching this thing play and thinking that it's just a computer. So we are going to see some pretty standard stuff. I'm pretty sure AlphaStar, like I said, I haven't really seen any of these before. I'm pretty sure AlphaStar is just going to go for the same thing. Because I think its specialty is just making a bunch of stalkers, if I'm correct from the memes that I've seen on Reddit. But anyway, we got double gateways, cybercore. It's pretty standard stuff. We did see in the last game, we did see TLO branch out with a Stargate, but he couldn't really get enough units out of it to make it work. So I'm curious what he's going to do to try to redeem himself, you know? Once again, we do have 2 adepts on the way. One of TLO's probes, which, oh, wow, AlphaStar's making a Stargate. Just kidding. In the last game that we saw, I saw 2 probes chase one of TLO's probes out here, and it looked like he was trying to, like, cut him off, dude. It's insane. Oh, he's going to cancel the Stargate. Start working on some stalkers, but both players are currently supply capped. The adepts are going to be taking out that 1 probe. Meanwhile, we do see TLO's adepts that are split up, which is not going to be very good. Oh my god, I wish that didn't move the camera, dude. I just wanted to see if the blue adepts were going to see the red ones. That's all I wanted to see, StarCraft. Anyway, we do see the 1 pylon, which I'm assuming a shield battery is going to go here. We do have a stalker out, ready to defend against 2 stalkers, ready to defend against these adepts that are shading in. And we do see the probe putting the pylon down, which is going to trap the adepts. I don't think AlphaStar is going to know what to do. They're going to snipe the probe. But then again, TLO is just in the main base of AlphaStar as well, trying to harass with his own adepts. Going to snipe one of them with the stalkers. They should be able to catch up unless he shades away quickly. No, he's going to shade back in. Oh, because he canceled it, didn't he? Wow, brilliant. The adept is going to fall, however. Do see double Stargate coming out. Cybercore almost done. Both players. AlphaStars is a little bit further ahead. And we also have an Oracle. I wonder, like, what decision-making went in canceling the Stargate that was over here and then replacing it there. It's really interesting. We do see shield batteries coming down as well at the top of the ramp, but we do have the Oracle, of course, moving across the map. Man, I really got to find out what I bound my camera follow to. I can't remember what it was. So once again, we see one of the oracles moving in to the main base of TLO. Is going to get absolutely torn apart by the stalkers. Can't get in to get any of those probes. I think these last 2 are going to be able to take it out. Nope, only one of them shot. Okay. I'm not sure if it would have made a difference anyway, but we do have a Phoenix from TLO, which is going to be looking for that 1 oracle. Going to be able to find it. and take it out very easily. Very nice. We do have another one, however, on the way, and the natural expansion going down for our robot overlord. A little bit behind TLO, but I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. We do, however, see quite... What is it? No. A difference in... Actually, no, it's not too bad. I was going to say, our armies are looking a little bit different, but it's not really that much. TLO a little bit further behind on workers, but not too much to put him at such a disadvantage yet. Oh, because he took the other... damn. He took the other phoenixes away so the Oracle could get in. Very nice. Going to want to remake some of those probes there. So we do have Nexuses finishing up. Both players just kind of doing their thing. Do have ground weapons started. Actually, has it ever shown me that before? Whoa, hold on. I don't know. I can't. That used to not do that. Let's be real. I used to not be able to mouse over those. Anyway, we do have ground weapons started up for TLO. Moving, oh no, there's not his. That's the point. That's the point of the series, is to get better at learning how to do this stuff. Some of the phoenixes trying to move in. Oh, they're hallucinations, aren't they? Nope. The regular phoenixes. Nice. I thought by the explosions. But then again, I don't play Protoss, so it's a fair mistake. We are going to see the Phoenixes picking away at each other, but TLO does have to be careful of these Stalkers. It's quite a big ball of Stalkers right there. Currently looking 8 for TLO and 9 for AlphaStar. So the armies are looking pretty the same. TLO's catching back up on the probes. I think it's going to go... If they were to clash right now, I would think that AlphaStar would be able to out-micro. But then again, I don't know exactly how well it micros. The Stalkers don't have blink, but we do have the couple of Phoenixes here that would be able to pick up. We do have the one Stalker, one Sentry, Guardian Shield, Force Fields, and all that stuff. TLO's going to be losing both. Oh, one Phoenix. Is the other one going to catch it? No, it's not. The other one is going to get away. So both players trading a Phoenix. Not really that exciting. Like I'm freaking out over nothing. Is he going to be moving out? We do have a third Nexus on the way for both players. That's really interesting. So TLO hasn't seen this. He's just, you know, being a Protoss. Timing. It's interesting that they dropped at the exact same time. So here is a hallucinated Phoenix. Since now I can tell the difference, because this one has a little life bar. So AlphaStar is going to be moving in, trying to see what it can see, and see what its robot brain can accomplish here. What's that, a pylon? Okay. That's so crazy. Like, I don't understand. It's insane to think that it's a computer. You know what I mean? Like, what's it going to do with that information? It's nutty. Then we do have one of TLO's Phoenixes falling to the scouting. But we do have carriers out, which is really crazy. We've got our Graviton Catapult, which is going to make the interceptors launch more quickly. Yeah. I just wanted to double check. This is great. I used to never be able to mouse over this stuff. Mothership about to come out as well. It's fairly interesting. Be curious to see how TLO is going to handle this as he's walking some Stalkers, Archons, and a couple of Zealots into the main base. Now remember, we do have ground weapons for the Protoss. For TLO, they're both Protoss. And we do have the air weapons on AlphaStar's side. That's going to really, really help with the Mothership and the interceptors from the carriers. But without an observer here, the Mothership is here to cloak all of the stalkers, but they are stopped behind one of TLO's brilliant force fields on the ramp, which is going to buy him time to take out that third nexus. Meanwhile, his third is currently prospering up there. That one little sentry is going to get away. Good lad. Look at that. Brilliant. So AlphaStar immediately going to be rebuilding this base. Has a mothership, which is interesting, to say the least. I don't know exactly where this is going to go, but we do have more carriers on the way. Another one being started. Yeah. This is really interesting. I wonder, like, I can't even comprehend what goes into this. You know what I mean? We've got 2 Stargates. This one's making Phoenixes and stuff, so this is going to be the last carrier for right now. And we do have some Tempests on the way from TLO out of one of his Stargates right here. 2, just kidding. Making 2 Tempests. We've got air weapons about to finish up. Air weapons 2 for AlphaStar, which I don't think TLO has. Yeah, he still doesn't have any of his air weapons, which isn't going to really help the Tempest out, but he does have ground 2. It's okay. We are going to see the cloaked forces of AlphaStar moving in. Fortunately, we do have a cannon here for the detection, which is going to allow the Archons to do some work on the interceptors. Just got to pull them back and let the Tempest plug away at some of those air units up there. But the photon cannon is now gone. Oh, there's another one right there. Just kidding. So he is actually going to still be able to see these units as long as they're close enough. I think, like, right here would be the range of it. So he's just barely outside of the range of detection, I feel like. He is going to need an observer. Does he have any at all? Not at the moment, which looks like... oh, Tempest taking a couple shots at the mothership. But it looks like this base is going to fall to AlphaStar. TLO is going to have a hard time holding it. All the Robot Overlord really needs to do is just focus down this cannon. And then it'll be good, but... Mothership is actually about to fall because the Tempests have insane range. Wow, that's really going to open this up for TLO, but he does start running out of units here. We got a couple of Archons, a couple of Stalkers. As long as the Tempest can pick away at these carriers, it's going to be huge for TLO. The Stalkers and Archons and Zealots able to easily clean up the rest of the blue Stalkers. Wow, he really turned that around. I'm impressed. Chasing him back into his base, but the interceptors are coming out. We don't want the Zealots to be falling to those. So we do have a shield battery over here. Tempest still in the back, just picking away at some of the carriers, but we got to be careful. He's in way too deep. He's losing a bunch of his interceptors. He's losing a bunch of his Tempests to interceptors and the brand new Phoenixes and Oracles that are out here. Forcing TLO away once again. Oh man, my throat is very, very dry. We got a 4th base on the way for TLO as his main is starting to get mined out. And also the 4th in production for AlphaStar as well. Very interesting. More carriers are on the way. Got another mothership that I just saw somewhere in the production tab. Oh, no, it came out of this Nexus. Okay. This is really interesting. A few Zealots moving out from the red side just to go scout, see what's up. And we do have the blue Protoss also moving across the map to see what TLO's up to. Nothing too fancy. Picking up that probe, taking him out. It's not going to make that much of a difference. And he's not going to be able to see because they're invisible. Obviously, he knows the carriers are there because the interceptors just came out to chase the zealots away. And we do have some carriers in production as well from TLO. Does he have any more Tempests? He's got one. I feel like that's the key. If he can keep the interceptors away and just let the Tempests sit back and take out things like the mothership and the other carriers, he's going to be okay. But he's going to need some more. Obviously, carriers, also a very good option to have as well. Once again, we got this strike force of oracles moving out across the map to see what's going on. TLO sending out some observers. Just want to see what's up. Is this... What the... AlphaStar's going to put a pylon there. Okay, maybe we can see some some sneaky beaky warpins over there from that. I don't know, man. Crazy stuff. We live in a crazy time. So the oracles are going to be moving into the main base, taking out a few probes before they can run away. They got to run through all the warp gates and everything. Oh my god, absolute decimation. Continues to widen the gap between their worker amount. So at this point, AlphaStar's looking pretty good on the income. Eventually, TLO's going to run out of stuff to build as we look at the supply as well. AlphaStar's almost maxed out, and he's got bank loot up there. Not really too much to worry about. Are they out of energy? Is that why they're not attacking? Interesting. But then again, now AlphaStar does know what TLO has for an army. So I'm curious to see exactly how the AI is going to respond. Once again, TLO sending out some more zealots just to see what's up. Poke into his base. I feel like it's all going to come down to one big fight. So once again, we do have the mothership and this huge fleet. What is it? He's got 10. He's got 10 bloody carriers. Insane. But we do see that TLO now has a mothership of his own. Honestly, I would have invested a little bit more into the Tempest, but that's just me. I don't know how to play Protoss. I'm not Grandmaster. It's whatever. Curious to see how this is going to go. Zealot getting roasted as AlphaStar is creeping up into the base. That's kind of a bad spot to be in because the Stalkers are going to get stuck in the corner. Actually, this is huge. The interceptors from TLO absolutely decimating the army before AlphaStar is forced to mass recall away. But like I said, he's kind of got bank. And Protoss units are pretty expensive, but he shouldn't have that hard of a time rebuilding as long as he doesn't lose too much. More Nexus on the way for both players. They got to keep up with their expansions so they don't run out of money and then lose the game when things like that happen. When you trap your Stalkers in a corner and you're forced to mass recall. Oh, you got tagged by the Oracle, right? Nice. So I don't know if that... yeah, it obviously does because they don't have the stealth thing on them anymore. That's awesome. Wow. So that's going to be huge for TLO as long as he keeps Revelation on these units. Okay, it doesn't last that long. But if he can do that again... manage the fight, he's not going to have to worry about his observers or anything. Really cool stuff. And once again, just trying to think that this is a computer playing StarCraft. And it's learned how to play StarCraft based on, like, replays and stuff. and the data and everything. It's insane. So here we go once again. See both of the armies clashing. I'm going to back off a little bit, actually. Both very, very slow armies, which is kind of interesting. Eventually, one of them is going to have to move in for the attack. We do see AlphaStar dropping down some shield batteries. He's going to try to defend this Nexus, it looks like, but we do have the carriers from TLO moving out, and here we go. All the interceptors coming out from AlphaStar. Oh my goodness, that's so many. Rest in peace, my graphics card. But then again, oh my god, really, rest in peace, my graphics card. Okay, well, we're just going to go with it. Pretty sure my graphics card actually did crash there, which is hilarious. It does not like Starcraft 2 at all. But we do see the majority of the interceptors from TLO doing the work here, which is really interesting. He's only down one carrier, but it seems like he's got way more interceptors, even though he doesn't, which is amazing. He's going to let his interceptors just eat up the rest of AlphaStar's bases. I don't know how AlphaStar is going to be able to hold this. He's pretty far behind. He's lost 2 bases so far, and it doesn't really look like there's much to stop TLO from just walking right in. Looks like it's going to be it. If AlphaStar can hold this, it's insane to see all the interceptors. Oh my goodness. Actually, TLO is getting destroyed. In the cloud of... in the cloud of robot parts and psionic energy, TLO has managed to actually lose the majority of his forces, and thus losing him the game, so he's forced to GG out. Really interesting stuff. That was kind of crazy back and forth, but that's going to be it for game number 2. If you guys enjoyed this cast and my extremely scratchy throat, I apologize once again. You can leave a like, subscribe for some more StarCraft 2 content. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.